Let's talk about Thanksgiving. When we celebrate the Pilgrims and Indians getting together and celebrating and giving thanks right before they started killing the Indians and taking their land, which is the story behind Black Friday they don't really tell you. But anyway, when it comes to Thanksgiving, there's a reason why we gorge ourselves with booze and sugar and gluten and fat. Well, besides the fact that they're all freaking delicious, but it also kind of helps us to bury some of the other not so fun stuff that can at times come with the holiday. All the drama and the judgment and the awkward questions and the other crap. So, there's some tips for trying to get through it relatively unscathed, while still just demolishing anything and everything in your path. Because that's kind of... Thanksgiving's your free pass for that. Take it. First thing is, their judgment is their problem. Oh, just because somebody feels the need to lecture you and pass judgment on your life decisions, no matter how good or how terrible they were, that's their issue. That's their stuff coming back to eat at them. There's something that you're reflecting that triggers something in them. That's not your problem. That's theirs. They're not going to understand that, so I would strongly suggest not saying, well, this is really your problem, because that's not going to be a thing that's accepted. But just kind of know that. That's just, their hardwiring, and, in their mind, they're doing the best they can with what they got to work with. As you are. As everybody is. However, how you react to whatever comes at you, that is entirely your problem. So, screaming back isn't gonna make anything better, and saying to grandma, I wish you were dead, isn't gonna do much, or smashing a bottle of Coors over somebody's head, that's just going to make for a worse time for you. So, yeah, don't go there. And if that's the kind of reaction you might be prone to make, you may want to reconsider how much of the alcohol you drop on Thanksgiving. Just putting that out there. Speaking from experience. But, doesn't mean you don't hold your boundaries either. If you're not open to a conversation, put that out there. Put it politely. Just say, hey, look, thanks for caring, but I don't wish to discuss that here and now. Please respect that. And if it continues to go on and on and on, it's perfectly okay to up and leave. Or if the event's at your house, you are perfectly within the bounds to ask somebody to up and leave. And if other people have an issue with that, they can leave as well. More leftovers for you. Just putting that out there. And when they start talking about the politics, it's kind of like, Facebook being brought on stage. When somebody's going off on a tirade or whatever about this or that, and there's plenty of things to go on tirades about lately, let's face it. I don't take the bait. Do not take the bait. When people are pontificating about their politics or their opinion on God knows what, they are not looking to be enlightened or to hear about a different worldview. They want to be validated and they want to be right. All you're doing is interfering with that, and it's not going to work out. Let everybody else kill each other and just take their stuffing afterwards. That would be my way to go. So when Grandpa says, Trump! And your daughter's like, Trump! Just be like, drumstick? Then there's the food itself. If you're visiting somebody busted their ass all day to put together a nice meal and a good time for everybody. And they did the best they could with what they had to work with. So if the turkey is dry, if the pie is burnt and the potatoes are watery and the gravy isn't like what Grandma used to make, you know what? Shut up. Just shut up. Go get takeout later if you have to. But otherwise, shut up. Be grateful. Be thankful. You don't have to lie and say it's good. But express your gratitude that somebody took the time and effort to put that together for you. Just say thank you. And let them feel special. And let them feel like they did something important. And, people have diets and restrictions and things like that. And, I struggle with that stuff myself. But that's my issue. That is not the issue of the host. Remember, this is not an Applebee's. So, either you're going to have to make do with what's there, or, you know what? Talk to the host ahead of time. Be like, hey, listen, I'm going to be struggling with eating a lot of this stuff, and I know you're busting your tail on this. So let me just, bring something so that, I'm not a burden on you. Most of the time, people are going to be cool with that. If somebody's not, that's weird. And that's not your problem. These are things that are easy to navigate and, don't really need to be complained about. Just be grateful. And, here's another piece that's probably a little too late for plenty of you if you've already gotten on a plane or already started traveling. I mean, but if the destination is really heavy or really uncomfortable, or you're walking into a hornet's nest, you're not obligated to go. And you're not obligated to give any sort of reason. Sorry, I have other plans this year. Good enough. Done. Those of you that are already on the road, it might be something to keep in your back pocket for next year. And the last thing, for those of you that go out later that night for Black Friday, it is not okay to take your frustrations from the day out on the person that got the last flat screen or that toy that your kid just keeps screaming about. I don't need to see you on YouTube stabbing somebody else with scissors over Talking Johnny or whatever. Seriously. You'll find one later. And you know what? Your kid won't die if he or she has to wait until their birthday for that toy, when you'll be able to find it at the same Walmart for probably 60% less, and there'll be like 4,922 of them. Seriously. They'll probably be so happy with all their other gifts that they probably forget about it. And if they don't, hey, boom, life lesson. So, that is that. That is your hastily created Thanksgiving drama and judgment survival guide. Thanks for watching, and happy Thanksgiving.